Hello, my dear friend. I hope you are well wherever you are in the world. Welcome to your channel. Today, we're going to talk about something really interesting: how to use simple, easy sentences about our daily routine to help us learn a new language better and faster. It's a powerful technique called progressive shadowing, and it's designed to close that frustrating gap between knowing a language and actually speaking it. Don't forget, if this is useful for you, please like, comment, and subscribe so our friendly family can grow. Let's learn and grow together. You know that feeling, right? You can listen to a podcast, you can read an article, you understand it all. But then when it's your turn to talk, it's like the words get stuck. It's a really common feeling for language learners. But believe me, there's a simple way to move past it. Let's actually give this problem a name. We can call it the speaking gap. Yeah, that's what it is. It's that space between passively understanding, listening and reading, and actively using the language yourself in a real conversation. And here's the really great news. There's a specific technique, a structured method that's designed to build a bridge right across that gap. And we're going to break it down step by step right here. So what is this method called? It's the progressive shadowing method, and its power is in three very simple actions. You listen, you repeat, and you grow. That's it. Listen, repeat, and grow. So let's define that a little more. Progressive shadowing is just a practice where you listen to a sentence and you repeat it. The key is that you start with something incredibly simple, so simple. And then, little by little, the sentences get just a little bit longer, a little more complex. It's all about building up from a really solid, easy foundation. Okay, that sounds nice in theory, but what does this actually look like when you're doing it? Let's walk through an example together so you can really see how these sentences grow. You start with a phrase that is so simple. You can say it without even thinking. A perfect example from our daily routine is just, I wake up. That's it. Short, clear, and super easy to master. Now, once you feel totally comfortable with that first simple phrase, you just add a tiny bit more detail. So our sentence, I wake up, naturally becomes, I wake up and stretch my arms. See? Just a little addition. And then you do it one more time. You build on it again, adding another small piece of natural information. So the full sentence becomes, I wake up and stretch my arms before getting out of bed. And just like that, you've gone from a tiny two-word idea to a complete, natural-sounding thought. The real power of this whole thing is in its simple, repeatable process. You start short and easy. You listen and you repeat it. Then you move to a slightly longer version, and you just keep repeating that process. It's almost like you're building muscle memory, but for your mouth and your brain to speak a new language. So let's talk about why this simple method is so incredibly effective. Because it's not just about memorizing phrases. No, it's much deeper. It's about training your brain, your whole system, for the real act of speaking. There's a wonderful quote that just explains it perfectly. It says, "This helps your brain, your mouth, and your ears grow together." I love that idea. It means all the parts are getting in sync. What you hear, what you think, and what you say, they all start working together as one team. And what does that mean for you? Well, it means you're going to see real results. Your pronunciation gets better. You start to develop that natural rhythm of the language. You learn how people actually sound in real life. And maybe the most important benefit of all, you build real, genuine speaking confidence. Here's another way to think about it. With this method, you are learning the music of the language, not just the individual words. You're feeling the flow, the intonation, the way real sentences connect. It's the difference between knowing notes and being able to play a beautiful song. Okay, so now you know the what and the why. The next big question is, how can you start using this for yourself? Let's talk about putting this method into practice. A fantastic place to start is with your own daily routine. And there's a good reason for that. It's something we all share, it's relatable, and it is full of the kind of simple, practical sentences that are just perfect for this method. Now, I want to say when you first start, it might feel a little slow. It might even feel, well, too simple. But you have to remember this quote: practice makes everything possible. Consistency, just doing it a little bit every day, is the real engine that makes this entire method work. So, my dear friend, let's wrap up with the key things to remember. First, start small and be patient with yourself. Second, focus on daily, consistent practice. And please, remember this. Don't worry if it feels too easy at the beginning. That's actually a good sign. And most importantly, just trust the process of gradual growth. My dear friend, we are at the end of this video. I hope it was interesting and helpful for you. So I'll leave you with a question to get you started. What's one simple sentence from your own daily routine that you could start practicing with today? If you liked this video, please like, leave a comment, and subscribe so we can see each other again in the next videos. Until next time, take care and stay happy. Goodbye!